Welcome to Beyond Profile. Today is November 1st. We are starting a new month, and it's not looking very good so far this morning. Yesterday we had some news out of MF Global finally filing bankruptcy, and then overnight we had RBA cut rates, and China PMI came in lower levels, and the euro is falling off the cliff here. And we are down almost nearly to October's monthly point of control, which we were talking in the room yesterday that we would probably see that this week. Just didn't think we'd see it waking up the next morning here. We're almost down to it here. We've hit a low this morning, pre-market, down into the 13 level here, and just shy of the monthly POC, which would also take into effect some of the gap fills that would be down here. So this morning, we'll be looking for some sort of a continuation down into this area. Now, we did break out of this balance area. What you don't want to see happen here is just like what we saw on the bottom side. If you were very bearish before, when you saw this occur, this still could, in fact, pull this out. If we pull ourselves back inside of this prior balance area, we may be in store for that 1050 and maybe even lower in these markets because, again, news is what drives these markets. And if some of this news that is coming out in the marketplace here could push us right straight back through that range, and that would be an ugly move, if you will, because we were almost back to 1300. We'd hit, 1290 on that one day after the European bailout plan. And remember, 1300 up here was the yearly point of control. So we were within 10 points of the yearly point of control, pulled ourselves back inside of value. So one of the key areas here, obviously, are going to be October's point of control, which is 1208 area. This is going to be a big focal point for us today and tomorrow, the next couple days here, to see when we come into it. I suspect we'll see responsive buying. I don't know what this tail was here this morning already, but we had a huge buying tail that has come in markets, bound for almost 8 points. And so we're coming close to areas already that it's undervalued, if you will, short term, and the market's going to want to bounce. I would watch closely this morning for back to 1138 to 42 area. We did have a naked point of control up in that area, which obviously this morning we're going to be opening below it. So for me, anything on the top side would take us back to 38s to 42s in this market for some short-term target objectives down from these lows, depending upon where we open when we get closer to the open. So with that being said, obviously this week, November coming in with a roar, if you will, and it's going to be interesting to see where this market ends up going in the next few days, even this month, to see where we actually go. Typically, October is usually one of the most bearish months of the year, and look at this October, one of the bullish months we've seen in a long time. So this month we have to be a little cautious, and again, as I always tell people, we don't know what the markets are going to do. All right, but we have to be prepared either way. And any more in this market with the volatility and how global things are, you don't know where the markets are going to wake up and be the next morning. So, use caution. If you're a swing trader, make sure that you're playing from those levels that are significant in the fact that you know where you're taking the risk in the market. So. We'll be watching, like I said, this week, watch these levels here, 1208, and if we break below that, then it really can kind of flush out a lot more of these areas to the downside. You've got these gaps down here, down back at 1155 and 1157, if you remember right, was the big high volume area from this whole composite from August, September, October timeframe, the 1157. So that would really be my next focal point. If we start to fail below the 1208 for the monthly point of control, we have some minor areas in here on the S&P, but below that, I think I'd be saying, guys, let's look for 1157s on the way down. All right. So this week is going to be interesting. As I said, a start to a new month here, and things are not looking too good. So, and that, again, is going to create opportunity for us. We love opportunity. The VIX closed just about at 30 yesterday, and here we are down 20-some points in the ES market this morning. All right, folks, we'll have a good trading day, and we'll see you in the room.